Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are live and we're just waiting on the stream preview. We're running a little behind this morning. We had a few technical issues, getting a new driver installed, and but other than that, everything's okay. So we got Rivals going this morning while we're waiting on WoW to come up. We're gonna play this a little bit. Um, this is one of our favorite games. It is really good. If y'all played, and we're just waiting on the shaders to compile here. It's taking fucking forever because I got new drivers, and because I was having some performance issues in the game the last time I tried to play it. And there is a little thing you can do, like you can clear your cache or whatever, and that'll help. But it kind of just goes right back to it. I think the game has a memory leak or something that they have to fix. But anyway, so this is taking forever because, we got new drivers and it's got to recompile the shaders and all that. It only has to do that one time, so we're good to go now. So hopefully the new drivers has sort of fixed our issue. And the girlfriend says this girl's pretty. Thank you, baby. And she says, "Wow's back up. Wow's back up." Like, oh my god. Well, oh my gosh. Well, let me play at least a couple games of this, maybe 2 or 3, and then I'll hop on WoW. But I want to see if it actually, because I got my new drivers. That's what took me so long to get started. Like, my God, I was wanting to get started at 10 so I could maybe get an hour of Rivals in, but, like, unfortunately, I got hung up trying to get my new drivers installed. And plus, I had a little bit of a tummy ache this morning. And so, like, I was dealing with that. And let me get a couple games of this in because it is pretty fun when you can play it, when it's not being a goober. Let me just make sure all my settings are good. Everything's low. And what else? It's on performance. Okay, so very good. And the girlfriend says, open the battle pass. Some stuff is free, like the Hella skin. Let me see. Open this. I gotta wipe my monitor off. Oh my God, I've got noodle juice on my monitor. What the fuck? Not in. I mean, when I say that, I mean totally innocent noodle juice. I'm not talking about anything other than, like, actually, I have ramen, like ramen juice on the monitor. What the fuck? Your girl was slurping the noodles. I was slurping too hard. Well, let me see. So the girlfriend's telling me that the Gila skin. Let me see. This is page 1. Is it this one? No. Like, how am I this fucking bad at, like, navigating these menus? Because I don't see the Gila skin. Let's see, missions. Like this. Let me see. Oh. Okay. Like I'm used to, like, what the fuck is this? Why don't they put the arrows to the left and the right? They got the shit at the bottom. You think your girl looks down there? Like, oh my goodness. And she says, well, you said page 1. And she says, so that means what, Sweetums? Huh? That means I need to go through the other pages, I guess, is what she's saying. So I guess they're putting like the luxury shit, the bullshits, because they want your ass buying that. You know your girl ain't spending, your girl ain't getting tricked. Not that one. Like, wait, what the heck are you doing? Wait a minute. I'm trying to go back. Why is this? I'm not trying to continue. What the fuck? Get out of here. She said, you goober, you had it? Let me go back again. Galactic wings. Oh. How is it this? Well, it must be her because she's not right. It's got to be her. But this is the Empress of the Cosmos costume. She says, it's that one? The green and gold. Okay, so I can see the gold. And I guess maybe that's green. So go up and so spend a little purple and unlock that page. How do you do that? So it costs 400. I've got 2050. Then, so go up and spend a little, then come back and get it. So go to another page which is unlocked. Oh, am I the stupidest fucking person in the whole world? Like, what? Is it this? Do I just do this? The battle pass pages, you goober? Each page has different stuff. You see it as spend XYZ. Okay, so I can like buy this stuff. Oh. 100 units. Or I can do this. So let me do this. Let me go back. And let me go do this one. Maybe I want that. Actually, now that I kind of understand a little bit, let me see. What about this one? It's a Galactic Claw nameplate. Let me see. Spray? I don't know what the fuck a spray is. Maybe that's just like a different color for that person. Like, who knows? So now let me see if I've done it. It's a spray like paint. Okay. So I've got, okay, so I got to do 350 more. That's the same amount though. Why is it not counting it? So I'm definitely not doing the right thing as of yet. Do some challenges too. It wants you to earn more purple stuff to unlock the page. Oh. Under missions, it tells you things that you can do for more purple stuff. Oh my god, well I've got to do a bunch of shit. At least what, 10, 15 more things? So I can win a match. Okay, so just play the game then. So let me see. Let me see if the girlfriend's online and see if she wants to. Babe, you want to play some? I'm not going to play too much. I might do like an hour of this and then swap over to WoW. Just like maybe 5 games. No more than 10. She says there are daily, weekly, and seasonal. And she says not now. Okay, baby. Alright, so let's do...
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Alright, let me see if I can get my boy. I got some. I'm gonna do this game, then I gotta go pee-pee. So shit looks laggy already. If it's lagging, I'm just not gonna fuck with it. I don't know what, you know, I just don't know what the deal is with this game, because yeah, it's fucking laggy already. Like,
what is this thing? 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You know what? Never mind.
maybe it's just loading the asset, so. There's like a thing on the launcher. I might restart the game and like after this game and just there's a little button on the launcher that like sort of, yeah, it shouldn't be dropping from 120 frames to 20 frames a second in the fucking waiting area.
How can I focus in class when there's a humongous
Like,
rock in the sky?
oh, this is fucking unplayable. Maybe it's gonna get going.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Tandy needs help.
Like, my god.
I'll get you next.
Nope. Can't play this shit. Just freezing.
Focus on the battle.
Can we just get stronger?
Please.
Oh, my whole team's dead. That's not good. It's usually not a good sign when you come up, you know, you roll up, your whole team's dead. Let me get some heals. Like trying to get the heals. Well.
Ooh, a touch of healing. Uh-oh, they don't look friendly.
Not bad for tiny land mammals.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. They got the jump on
What the fuck is Venom think he's doing? Boy ain't got a lick of sense. He's dead.
Ooh, a touch of cooling.
Trying to heal him, try. Get some heals up there. Yeah, I figured he was gonna die. Well, got caught with my pants down. Trying to reload. Trying to eat a little fishy poo so I could reload. Da, 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 da.
Here's what the doctor ordered.
Well. Do people ever back down when they're about to die? I don't understand. Okay. We got this one. We can do it. Your girl's gonna pull out the win for them. I don't usually pull out, but when I do, it's for the win. Oh. 30 seconds? Can I pee that quick? I probably can't, but we're just gonna try it anyway, because I got to
For
pee.
you attack. Get ready.
Jeff, so glad I found you, little guy. Kate's been worried sick. Where have you been anyway? Yeah, I'm not gonna even pretend I know what that meant.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The Dooms are begging for an iron fist to their iron faces.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. They captured the mission area!
Okay, I'm back. Surely we're winning. Let's go. It's just a little too, you know, a little too much hitching and stuttering. You know, that makes it really hard to play. It's freezing 10 frames a second. I mean, the game's just not, you know, it's just not animating, so And I don't quite understand it, baby, because like when me and you first played it, and like I did the thing, because I did restart the system this time. I did it twice when I was installing the driver. But when you were telling me to restart it that first time and I did it, like the game was super smooth then. So I don't know what the heck has happened.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway
Just
point.
kind of unplayable.
Systems restoring.
I'm good to go.
So I'm probably just gonna, honestly, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish this game out, and I'm probably gonna hop on WoW because this ain't worth a damn. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I did want to play a little bit today of this, but this is a really fun game. When it's doing, when it's working right. Let me pre-bubble. A few bubbles here. Get out of the bubble. Quit absorbing the bubbles, guys, till you take damage. Little silly billies.
That's better. Should I bail you on?
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Your powers are mine!
It's fighter time!
Heads up, back up.
Systems restoring.
This time I need help. I'm hungry. Now, is it? Another bump in the road.
Should I bail?
Control lost.
I'm doing this my way.
They've almost got it.
Yeah. I'm kind of not really talking about this too much because I don't really. It's like, it's kind of hard to yap on something when you don't really have a lot good to say about it. The game's just kind of freezing up for me and stuff.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
And we got our little teammate here just running around the middle of everybody.
Jury.
Um, kind of just want to get this game over with. Just ready for the next game. And, yeah, let it be done. There we go. Good. Never been so happy to lose a game in all my life. Ready to get off this. And that's disappointing because this is a really good game. It's a really fun game when you can play it and it's not freezing up. So I'm not sure what happened with like one of their updates. Let me just get out of this. Okay. See, it's freezing. It's freezing on the cutscenes and stuff too. So just skip back, get out of there. The girlfriend says you do got bad computer. It's not bad. It's just, it's like the thing's only like 4 years old. It's the RTX 3060. Oh my gosh, she says it's old. I mean, I could get a 4060. It's like, it's only 10% better than a 3060 though. She says, it's a what? A 3060? Yes, a 3060 black. And it has played this totally fine before. And it's like after they did an update, now it's just going to crap. Let me get off of this though. Let me get off of that. So, okay, now let me switch over the stream info. Let me actually, before I do that, let me just start. She says, or you got a lot running as well. There can be many things. Yeah. It's something I'm going to have to like figure out off stream. Let me start up WoW. Because the girlfriends told me it is online. So we'll get that going. And let me change the stream info. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Let me change the game. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that. It's always like I say, I'm going to do something well off stream and I never do it because basically when I turn the... Oh no, she's seen my alts now. Oh, ooh, Worgans. Oh my gosh, I didn't even mean to show that. Maybe showing my alts. But but I don't play. I only play Nota. And but that was my first Warget. So Warget, I made Warget. She was on Cataclysm Classic because I played that for a good while. And here's the girlfriend. She's right here waiting on me. Sorry to keep you waiting, babes. I didn't even know WoW was up when I turned on. Well, maybe I did because maybe she told me. But I did want to play a couple games because I like to play, you know, a couple little games of something else on Tuesday. She says, this is my bench. You gotta find another seat. My lap is free. See, she says that, but then she lets me have my seat because she's a sweetie. What is all this shit? Let me hide some of this quest stuff. Got too much stuff on my screen. So, one thing I didn't even do is I got to make a tweet to let the peoples know. I got to make a tweet, and then oh, she's wanting to level some. Oh, she got a level because didn't we log off at 77, I think, and she got her monk last night. She got her monk tier 2 thing. She says, use that picture we got yesterday. Let's see. So we're going to let the girlfriend make the tweet this morning. So hopefully she don't put anything, but we're going to put whatever she says to put. And we're going to see how good her tweet does. We're going to look at the engagement tomorrow. So she's saying use the pick. She said, oh, we stopped at 78. Okay. Let me see. So. Let me try. This, here we go. Let me find a screenshot. Ow. Maybe it's down here, like they're usually at the bottom, but for some reason they've been sorting this shit wrong. I don't know why. Like, how the fuck do you sort this by date? Here we go. The last time I did an update, a Windows update, it changed a bunch of shit, including how I sort my files and view my files. Ooh. So we're getting a... Oh, frick yeah. Cache of Nerubian treasures? Yes, please. Oh, I don't have to... Yeah, not role-playing in the... not... Oops, excuse me. Not roleplay walking in the dungeon. Bippity bop. Okay, so the girlfriend's saying, so after this dungeon, I'll make the tweet real quick. I kind of need to do it now, though. But it's hard for me to fucking multitask. Let me do a drive-by here. Little dragon drive-by. That's what I like to call it. But this is her tweet she wants me to do. Damn, they deep fry. They deep frying chicken, Goldshire?
Kill ads. Break line of sight.
Damn, they deep frying chicken, Goldshire? Nah, they just pissing loudly. Come witness some wild stuff at Twitch link.
Break line of sight.
So yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna do it, and then tomorrow we'll look. You know, when we do our next tweet, we'll see how good the engagement was.
Kill ads.
Boop. We'll see how good a tweeter the girlfriend is. I have it on good authority. She's pretty good at tweeting. I've heard through the grapevine.
It only delays the inevitable. Come in. Let death wash over.
Like, does this fucker ever die, or what's he doing?
Kill ads.
Like, I remember doing this. I played the shit out of Mr. Pandaria. I think I rated on every tier. And I've done these dungeons like a bazillion times. And you know, people were wanting these fish people, right, as a race. It's always some bullshit, y'all. I mean, like, why would you want that? Who wants a... They're called Jinyu, right? And I just don't understand why anybody would want to play as such a thing. They're just simply hideous.
Shockwave.
No. They're just hideous. I don't understand it.
Watch your step.
But then again, there's people that think that, the Drakthir aren't
Shockwave.
beautiful, and that's a falsehood, and that's just a wrong
Watch your
opinion.
step.
Because you can, believe it or not, people think, oh, there's no such thing as wrong opinions. I'll be damned. There are such things. And anybody that holds that opinion that the Drakthir are not absolutely beautiful, they're just wrong. And you can really, that's actually in Webster's dictionary. You can look it up. It's kind of hard to find. It's near the back. But it is a factoid. Just don't look on Wikipedia. I've got a fresh cup of coffee and I hadn't even took a sip of it. The damn Marvel's Rivals just stressed me out so bad that I just forgot.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
Watch my step, for fuck's sake. I'm watching my step. Lord have mercy. Doesn't she know I'm watching my step? I'm looking right at my feet.
Your forces are weak. The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands.
Watch where.
Yeah, Mr. Pandaria was a great expansion.
Grant me strength.
A lot of people though, one of my friends, he was like,
Watch where.
he didn't like the panda. He thought that was like some bullshit. He was like, yeah, that's just a joke race. Nobody's ever heard of them. What is that? And it's like, oh, just hold on a minute there, sir, because they've been kind of a part of WoW lore for a long time. I think they even go back to the Warcraft games. And,
Give me for doubting you.
but, in a way, he's sort of right that they were sort of like a, they never really got the spotlight, right? But honestly, I felt like they were a good addition. And we certainly got, we got the monk class from that, so everybody likes monk. And that's a really fun class. It's one of the funnest melee classes to play by a long shot. Really high mobility.
Spread.
And I've said that, look at this fucker, get off of me. Like when they tell you to spread, you don't bring the damn thing right on top of me. Like, do you not know what the word spread means? It doesn't mean stack. What the fuck? So anyway, what was I saying? Right, I think about Drakthir as sort of being the caster version of monk, because it's got really high mobility. It's probably the highest mobility class in the game currently. It's pretty fragile, so you have to be careful. It's got a lot of things that can get you killed if you use them wrong, like Dragon's Breath and Hover. So you can hover your ass right off a mountain or right into a dead zone in a raid and stuff. Let me throw this tweet up here real quick. So let me find this picture. Screenshots. The girlfriend says hover that ass over here. So let me find What the fuck am I doing? Sit down. Noda, what are you doing? See, even Noda doesn't... Let me do I have this sorted by date? It is sorted by date. So that means that let me hop on her motorcycle. She's wanting to take me for a ride. Okay, so here goes her tweet. Let me find it in the chat here. And I'm copy pasting it. So if she misspelled something, that's just what it is, because we're going word for word here. Live at, and let me set myself, because we hadn't even done the first bit of housekeeping yet, you know. Let me see. Live at Twitch TV, Natalie. So this is the tweet. Damn, they deep frying chicken Goldshire. I'm actually going to add at Goldshire. Because that's just a little typo. Nah, they just pissing loudly. Come witness some wild stuff. There we go. That's the girlfriend she got to pick the tweet this morning, so we got it done. Let me follow. Where the frick did she go? I'm coming. I'm coming. And the little sword, the little sword that she has on in that pic, it actually makes it look like a stream of piss coming out into the toilet unless you really zoom in on it. Oh, the girlfriend gave me a follow. Thank you, baby. Now you get to see all my wonderful tweets. You know, I be putting them lit tweets out. I don't play around. I let them know. I let them know what Natalie XOXO's up to. Whether that's, you know, being the dommy mommy, or it's like we looking at girls out here in Goldshire taking a piss. It's just whatever. We not shy about it. Oh, and let me run to the bathroom real quick. I'm actually not going to run. I'm going to walk, because if I ran, I could get hurt. So I don't want to do that. But that lets me test out my new BRB screen too. So let's see how it looks. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. And there's Vol. Good morning, Vol. How are you this morning? Are you caffeinated yet? You got your coffee? I think I'm on my 4th cup. And also, I didn't add the right.
What supplies?
Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh. Let me sell my junk. Oh, Vol says, I'm good? Yes, that's good. That's what I love to hear. 2nd cup. 2nd cup black coffee today. Going to prep for swapping to Linux full time. Maybe. Oh. I've thought about that, but you know, my ass. Let's see, I don't need that because you can't see it. Wait a minute. That's a trinket, right? Okay. Scroll, that's a trinket. Grab this. Grab this. And what's this? That's another trinket. And these are like replica? Oh, I have to have exalted with them. I don't have that. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me sell some of this stuff back here. Shrouded Time Warp coin. Okay. I did the thing.
So others do.
Yeah, I thought about maybe swapping to Linux at one point, but then I was like, oh my god, I'm too... Your girl would have the shit all fucked up. It would never happen. But what's wrong with my BRB screen? Because maybe I didn't put the right image to it. Let me see. Oh well, I can't really mess with it right now. But I had one and I had removed the background and everything. So I don't know why it was coming up with the black on there. Let me see what... So we're doing some donuts. Let me get some coffee while we're doing donuts. I'm riding the girlfriend's big rocket this morning. And it's a little early to be riding on her big rocket, but we doing it. You know, sometimes you're just in that mood, I guess. This girl's always messing with her TRP. Let me see what she's doing. She's done some new stuff with her about, but I hadn't read. I've read the backstory. I know her current activities. Oh, maybe this is new. I'm trying to figure out the new part. It's OOC. Okay, let me look. And move dragon owner to that part. That part too. Organization. I guess yeah, you got to get the big points up front first, I guess. She says the best dragon owner ever. Toothless would be jealous. And I saw that part last night. It's like, who? What? Toothless? She's like, yeah, the Train Your Dragon. I was like, oh yeah. It's been a while since I saw that. It's a good movie though. And she says, got the cutest and brattiest girlfriend ever. So I totally agree with the cutest part. I'm on board for that. Like, I'm definitely a fucking cutie patootie. There's no doubt about that. But the bratty? Oh my gosh. I rebut that strongly. I am definitely good. But here's a part I don't remember reading. She eventually started the Reaper's Vanguard. Oh, let me see. She's took me somewhere to get something here. Oh. I was out of range. But what was I doing? The ERP. Yeah, she says she started the Reaper's Vanguard and fighting across the front lines where they're needed for the greater good with her little ninja star throwing lizard sidekick. Nothing could hold them back. We need to hire some mercenaries, so the war chest is getting pretty big. When that homeless girl gave us 100,000 gold, we've got 100k gold to spend on something. We got to figure out what to spend it on. We could put it toward the war effort, or we could just buy a bunch of booze with it. But I'm a bard now, Vol. And I've learned how to play a harp. And I sung a little song last night. I wish I would have copied it. I just made it up as I was going. It was like 3 sentences. And, yeah. I wish I could remember what I said to start it off, because I think the first part was pretty good. And I wasn't trying too hard to make it rhyme or anything. I was just trying for like some halfway decent prose. But yeah, I got I forgot I had this toy, the Fey Harp. And this is now my most favorite thing. And I was serenading the girlfriend in the Stormwind. Yeah, the Fey Harp. This thing is so awesome. It's one of the only good, it's got a 2-minute cooldown, but it lasts for 10 minutes. The only thing I wish is that you could walk around with it. Like if they would make it like the Shuffling Sands, where you can walk while you have the dance buff, but it's really slow, I would like that. But for some reason they don't want you to walk and play the harp at the same time. So I'm not sure. There's just... It's all basically like we always talk about, like with the toys. There's no consistent design philosophy across toys, right? It's just whatever they feel like. I'm getting all kind of transmog. Oh, I was wondering how she's getting around so fast. She's charging. She's a hard charger. Kipperite. Or Caperite. I think it's Kipperite. But I remember, for some reason, Mista Pandaria was one of the funnest expansions to mine in. I just remember mining so much ghost iron, and I think I was a blacksmith. Like I got into like gold making, I think pretty big in Mist. I think I started in Kata, and like I was watching like gold making videos and stuff, and was kind of learning how people did that. And I know a lot of people there's kind of two. Some people do every method, right? Some people do all the things. Like the biggest goblins, they will have 2 accounts, and they will use sniper on one account while they're playing the game normally on the other. On top of that, they will have professionals for everything. And then they'll also do regular flipping on the auction house where they run scans. And it's like, my God. No thanks. I could maybe do one of those things a little bit. And that's kind of what I did. I kind of just, for me, like Mist was like, oh my Lord. She says, oh, we're starting with the Mind Goblin this morning. She's saying, okay, Mind Goblin. We can start the bullshit. And you know, for long she'll be planting tulips. We'll give her a job planting tulips.
We keep the darkness at bay. The wall must
What is
stand.
all? So these are lesser charms. I don't know what this is.
Move like the night.
What is it?
But what was I saying before she hijacked me? Oh right, like gold making in Pandaria. Like for me, I was just mining. I was mining a bunch of ghost iron ore, and I was like doing blacksmithing. She says, you were saying how pretty I am. I was, wasn't I saying? You are. You're just gorgeous. You're beautiful. My beautiful girlfriend. One of a kind. And so I was mining. I was doing a lot of mining. And apparently I was also saying how big of a bottom I was. But that's not true, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that that's a falsehood. Nobody believes that because people just know. They can tell by the way I am, you know, my whole persona and everything, that, you know, I'm a strong top. I'm the fucking dragon queen #1. And I push the wood, the big wood, the best wood. The hardwood, it's like oak. They know that. They're not confused about that. You try to confuse them about this, but they're not confused. But yeah, so I would be mining, and I would do blacksmithing, and I would sell, like, I would have bars. I would make one of each, like, cause back then they had what was selling like hotcakes for me. Like what I was making my little fortune off of was like the PvP craftable gear, because they actually made it really good.
We are the sword in the shadows.
They actually made it really good, and so people were buying it, and also they were buying it for transmog. So I was making the blacksmithing PvP gear, and I would just make sure I always had one of each up on the auction house, and any leftover bars I would have, I would just sell those too. And so I'm making good gold doing that. And I would go out like every morning, like I'd sit down with my coffee. It was such a fun little casual thing. Just go out for like an hour or two in the morning before I had to get, because I would get up at like 5. I'd get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something, and so do that before I go to work. And that was fun. So I would get on and I would do my WoW job, and then I'd go to my real job. It's like you gotta have, it's not enough to have a real job, you also have to have a make-believe job too. So you gotta be that real workaholic. That boy has some ice cold milk. Wait a minute. This is pearl. Okay, pearl milk tea. Oh, I gotta sneeze. fuck. I couldn't do it. I think I got performance anxiety right there. I shouldn't have told y'all I had to sneeze, because then I couldn't do it. It went back up in my head for some reason. It's like, what the fuck? That's the worst feeling, you know. That's the worst feeling. It's like you feel this really big sneeze coming on, and then it's about to happen. You feel like you're about to go, and then it just goes back up in your head. It's like, oh my god. It's like it redistributes itself into your sinuses. It's like, why? What the fuck? But then there's people that have like tips on how to sneeze, because people will say like, look at a light. Like if you feel like you need to sneeze and you're trying to, they'll say, look up, look at a light. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm probably fucking up my girlfriend's big pull is what I'm doing. She's trying to pull all the shit. Oh, they didn't give anything. So this was probably like, this probably worked at the start of MOP, and then they realized they had a hyper spawn, because Blizzard does this shit all the time. Like when they figure out that people are using like a hyper spawn, you know, they nerf that shit pretty quick, because they don't want you, you know, having fun. That's really what it boils down to. This girl's out here picking flowers and killing turtles. I mean, what the fuck? Maybe that's tomorrow's tweet. Picking flowers, killing turtles. Come watch it live. Also, fuck it. Sometimes I think of something I want to say, and then I'm just like, you know what? It's not that great, so I'm just not going to say it. I try to say everything that comes to my mind, but like I think only maybe 95% of it gets through. Makes it past the mouth filter. What would be really fun is if you could just stream your thoughts. Like eventually, you know, Rocket Man's going to have that. He's going to have, like, you know how we have speech to text? We're going to have thought to text. And then streamers are just going to put on their little helmet, you know, and stream their thoughts for their stream. So people can laugh at them and make fun. But you just better hope. You better hope you're not seriously fucked up. I don't think I have anything to worry about. I think I could do that. But I don't think many people could. I think people would be having all kind of like sexual thoughts and things like that, whereas I don't really have those, so I don't think I have to worry about that. You know, most of my thoughts are to do with like, you know, what I would say is, and she says stop lying to chat. I wouldn't, of all the people I would lie to, it would not be a lying to chat. Like, oh my god. But most of my thoughts are basically just really ethical. Like, you know how Gandhi was so helpful and stuff, and he was always saying stuff about how, like, I don't know, what the fuck did Gandhi say? He was saying helpful shit, you know. He was like freeing Indians and stuff from like the British Empire, whatever he did. He was doing some stuff. He did some good stuff. Not as much good stuff as I've done. Or at least not as much good stuff as I think about doing. Yeah, but he had that famous saying, and I'm trying to think of it. be the change you want to see. And that's what I say. That's kind of like one of my role play philosophies when I tell people to do walk-ups and don't just stand around with your thumb in your ass. I tell people to do walk-ups, and the reason I tell them is to not sit around and wait on walk-ups, because I think like 95% of the people that are, this was my experience, okay? Like when I first was getting into role play, I thought, my God, look how fucking cute I am. And I said, everybody's gonna walk up to me. Do you think they did? No, my ass sat on my little bench and nobody came to me. And it wasn't like I was like nervous to walk up to people. I just thought that they would do it. And so I kind of just sat there waiting. And you ask, what happens is your ass will be sitting there waiting for like 2 weeks for one person to come walking up. So I think like 95% of people don't really walk up. And once I realized that, I came up with my own little philosophy, and it was like, it was a play on Gandhi's thing, where I say, just be the role play you want to see. Because that's what it is, really. Yeah, you gotta walk up. And when I started walking up, you know what? I was like, wow, I get all the role play I want. And I get it on my own terms too. So that's pretty cool. Boop, tickle this girl. Tickle the girl. Tickle the honey. She's... Oh shit. I should have picked up those quests because I don't even know what we're doing. But I was just too lazy to do it. What the heck is all this? Are these eggs? Like, stomp on these things, for fuck's sake. Kill them. You don't want these little things coming out. I mean, basically all these things are like jack bumblebees is what they are. I mean, these are just jacked insects, and then all the shit you think you'll see in your life is like these hulked up insects running around. And they're just kind of aimless. They don't really know what they're doing, right? And insects are normally like, you know, they have a hive mind or something. Like, you know, bees have a way of communicating. And I did some beekeeping for one. Blah, blah, blah? What do you mean? What? Are you trying to say that...
Do not hold back.
That I'm just yapping about anything and everything and I don't have... What do you mean? What does that mean, blah, blah, blah? Are you trying to tell me to shut up? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. See, and now I'm not even going to tell you, because I used to do some beekeeping. And as a little hobby. Now I'm not even going to talk about it. So that's what you get. So the stream don't get to hear my story because of my girlfriend. So y'all can talk to her about it.
We must not falter. Watch the shadows.
And really, she's saying that blah blah blah. I'll tell y'all what that she's got a strategy. She's like one of these pickup artists, and so she's like a pickup artist kind of girl, and but the thing about her is that she's forgot that she's in a relationship. She's a pickup artist that forgot that we've been dating for like since fucking November, like mid-November, and that she don't have to neg me anymore. But she's still negging me all the fucking time. It's like, you've already got me, girl. You don't have to, you don't have to keep talking shit all the time, Like, you could calm down a little bit. Let me pat you on your head. She's casting Pet gently, and she got what she fucking deserved. She got the horns. But yeah. What was I even... So I was going to tell y'all this story before I was rudely insulted. And she says, I pick you... And I missed something. She says, I pick you up and bounce you on the period. That's an ellipsis. So that means that there's something she's trying to imply there that she's going to bounce me on. And we know... And probably what she actually meant there, because we don't have a sexual relationship. And so that's just out of the... so totally not... It would just be whatever y'all want to put there, and it's innocent. Just make sure when you fill in the blank that whatever you put there is innocent. So what are some things that you can bounce on? I'm trying to think. There's a pogo stick. So I think she has a pogo stick. Now she's zoomed off. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I guess I just follow her. But anyway, so there's a pogo stick, and there's also those exercise balls. And she knows that I've been trying to get back into exercising, you know. So I can keep my tummy tight and, you know, keep the booty kind of perked. But let's see. So it's probably an exercise ball is what she meant. Now she's over here. But so I was going to tell y'all about some beekeeping shit. So one time, this was like years ago, I was a beekeeper, and I did that as a hobby. And my uncle taught me about it. And my uncle is like the uncle of fucking uncles, by the way. Like all the stereotypes, you know, like the uncle memes and shit. Like that is him. That is him. He was a guy. So he was like a Navy guy, right? And y'all all know. And the one thing about him is he talks too much. He talks way too damn much. And so it just is obnoxious is what it is. And as a person that hardly ever talks, it's really hard to talk to him. But anyway, so he sort of like took me under his wing or whatever, and he was going to help me with this beekeeping thing. He's like, oh yeah, it'd be nice on the side. He's like, yeah, you can make money with this. You can make money selling honey. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, you got to do. And this is like one of his schemes. Like I don't know why the fuck I fell for it, because I fell for one of his other schemes too, which was like breeding dogs. He was trying to get me to start breeding. So fuck, now I've got to tell two stories, but oh fuck. But I'll just tell this one for now. And of course the girlfriend is going to make that into something that it's not, you know. Because when I'm talking about breeding dogs, obviously we're not talking about me having sex with the dogs. Okay, and this is what y'all know exactly, and I'm not perverted. Okay, so this is y'all know that I'm not reading into more than the fuck am I trying to say? She says breeding, and you know what she means because she's like that. But I mean the dogs breeding amongst themselves, of course. And I'm trying to think of so I'm not going to tell that story because I'm trying to tell the beekeeping story. But anyway, so with the dog breeding thing, I'm just trying to think of the kind of dog it was. It wasn't a spaniel. He still does this, by the way. And he actually makes good money doing it. I think he makes so he has his other job, like he works for the government. But he has his other job, but he was making like $40,000 a year breeding, and I'm trying to think. Oh fuck, I can't think of the kind of dogs it was. But if I can remember the type of dogs, then maybe I'll tell the story. But anyway, so he got me into the beekeeping. And I actually bought some hives, right? I bought the stuff. I put the hives together. I got 2 of them. And then, so you have to have like your, what do you call them? Oh, for Pete's sake, I don't remember. But then you have to have your frames, because that's like where the bees put the honey. And they actually, you can buy wax, but if you don't, you can buy wax to put in the frames to help the bees get started, but if you don't, they'll make their own wax. So I bought the wax, and I put it in the frames, and then I bought the bees. The bees were like $90 for like two things of them to sort of transplant into your hive, but you also have to have a queen. And so for each hive, you have to have a queen. So I got all that, and I transplanted them into the thing. I also got like the little beekeeper uniform. It's like a veil and a coat. Some people like wear the full suit, but you definitely don't have to, because they typically, when they trying to sting you, they typically are trying to do that from like the waist up. So anyway, so I got all the stuff, right? And I put the bees in there, and then like you put the queen, and you're supposed to have the queen in a little cage and then like dangle it between a couple of the frames or whatever. And so I did that. I did everything. I went right by the textbook, and y'all know, okay, just right off the bat, y'all know I'm very good at following instructions, so there's no way that I fucked this up. And so I did all the things, and I put the bees in there, and I put the queen in there. I had the wax ready. It was all in there. And I let them go to work. I let them do the thing. And they basically just do it. Once you get them started, they basically just do the shit by themselves. And so I had them for a couple of years. And I was doing the thing, right? I was going out there putting on my little equipment. And the big part of what you really do with them is, so during the summer, you don't have to mess with them too much. What you do sort of in the summer is that you treat them. So the bees actually get this thing called, they get different kinds of, so you have different kind of problems you have to watch out for. Because you have hornets that'll try to come in and kill your bees, and they will kill them. Because the hornets are trying to steal the honey. So you have to be on the lookout for that. They also get mites. And they get this thing called varroa mites. And there's a couple different ways you can treat for that, and that's something you do in the summer. But you also pull your honey in the summer. Typically, it's around July, August is when they're sort of finishing up their honey season. And like my first year, I got about 2 gallons of honey. So I got about a gallon out of each. So imagine that, like fresh, delicious, beautiful raw honey. Like, it is so different. Let me tell y'all, if you like honey, go to like a local beekeeper and get it, because the shit you're getting like in Walmart, even though it says organic and raw, it tastes nothing fucking like honey. It just doesn't. And so I got 2 gallons my first year, and it was so good. So I sold some of it, and he let me use his store to sell some of it, and I was getting like $14, $15 a pint. So it was okay. I mean, it was kind of like I kind of wasn't making money off of it. I was kind of just breaking even. So, but I was keeping some for myself because I like peanut butter and honey sandwich. I just like honey in general. But anywho, so what wound up happening, so in the winter, what you do with your bees, let me get a sip of coffee because I'm fucking yapping hard. So that's kind of the stuff in the summer, right? You're treating for mites. The girl says fucking yap. I'm on it. I'm doing it. And So that's kind of what you do in the summer. You treat for mites and you watch out for like different pests and things that can hurt your bees. And you gather your honey at the end of the hot months. And the season can vary. And that's one thing you learn with like keeping bees. You actually learn some agricultural skills. And so in the winter, what you do with your bees is you can take and save some of the honey. And I did this. You can save some of the honey that you harvested, and you can feed it to them, because in the winter they can't go out. So they sort of bundle up together in the hive, and on the coldest nights they will actually fan their wings really hard, and it actually warms the hive up, and that's sort of how they stay warm. But so you have to help them out in the winter. So you give them some, you let them keep some of that honey that they produced through the summer, and that'll get them through. But sometimes you have to keep an eye on them, and you don't want to be going in their hives too much, because you'll bring the temperature down, and you can kill them doing that. So you have to be careful, but you have to help them. And they make special feeders that you can put on top of the hive, and what you can do is make like a sugar solution. It's like 2-3 parts. I forget how I used to make it, but I think it's like 2 parts or 3 parts sugar, 1 part water. And so you put that on the hive, and so along with the honey that you let them keep, and the sugar, that gets them through the winter, because they can't be going out and pollinate. You know, they're huddled up in the hive to stay warm. And she says, "You what?" And so I did that for 2 years. And it's like anything else. You sort of just, I couldn't see me expanding to the point where I was really making money off of it like he was. And so I was just kind of breaking even, and it was just like working for nothing. And I could get honey from him. And his honey was just as good as mine. But also a cool thing about local honey is that if you take like a teaspoon a day or a tablespoon, it actually helps with your allergies. And this is not just a wives' tale. This is real talk, okay? And I actually asked my doctor about this, and he said it was true. Because what you're doing is you're sort of like habituating yourself in very small doses to like local allergens. And because your bees sort of roam in like roughly a 5-mile radius around your hives, so you're kind of inoculating yourself to like your local allergens. And so taking a tablespoon of that a day can help. I'm not going to, your girl ain't going to sit here and say it's going to cure your allergies, but I'm going to tell you it'll help a little bit. And plus honey is delicious, so why wouldn't you want to eat it? But anyway, so after a couple years of doing that, I kind of was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm going out here, and I was getting, you get stung every so often. It's just a reality. And the girlfriend says, if I take small bits of poison, does that mean I can eventually immune to poison? Baby, yes, that's exactly what that means. No, I can't say that on stream. It might be TOS or some shit. But no, please don't do that, baby. Unless it's iocane powder, then of course you can build up a tolerance. And I've spent my whole life, by the way, building up a tolerance to iocane powder. So when I get to that big battle of wits, that I know it's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but I know I'm going to have a big battle of wits at some point. I just feel it. I know it in my heart and my soul. So I can do the goblet swap, and like I can win, even if they like swap it on me. But so yeah, what it's like after 2 years of keeping the bees, and I would say, I kind of just got burnt out with it, because you get stung and you get kind of used to getting stung. But it's never a fucking, let me just tell you right now, it's never a pleasant experience to get stung. It never becomes that. And so, I just kind of got tired of it. Plus I was just putting the money I was making back into it. And I didn't want to start expanding, like going to 4 hives, going to 8 hives, 10 hives. I didn't want to start like a honey production thing. And so I basically just stopped tending to them, and I kept treating them, but I didn't feed them. And so they absconded, and that just means they left. And so they were totally fine. You know, I saw them, I come out one day, and they had sort of just all went up in a tree. And what they're doing when you see them do that is they're just looking for a new home. And they'll find it because they know what the hell they're doing. So I felt fine about sort of like letting them go free, you know. And, but then I just took my stuff back to I took it and cleaned it out real good, my hives, and I just took them back to my uncle's bee store and let him have the hives back. And he's like, oh, he was so fucking disappointed. I mean, he was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. After everything I taught you about this and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, just shut the fuck up, would you? Oh my God. The girlfriend, you got HIV? What the fuck? No? She says I kid? But yeah, of all the things I bullshit around about, I do not have HIV. I have no STDs, thanks. The fuck? Lord have mercy. You just never know what she's gonna say. Pew. Oh, she died, and rightfully so. Y'all see this? This is what you fucking, you know, this is what you deserve. This is what you deserve for putting that kind of voodoo on your girlfriend. You got HIV. What the fuck? I've never even had sex before. How would I have that? And I also don't use needles or anything like that. So, definitely couldn't have HIV or any STD. She says apparently it's a no-fly zone. Yeah. What? How can the sex master have had no sex? Well, I guess I just define sex differently than most people. Because a lot of things that I think that people think are sex aren't actually sex. So like I would say a lot of people think that if you're, you know, putting your cock in a pussy or putting your cock in an ass or putting it in a throat, a lot of people think those are sex, but I don't agree with that.
The like you have never seen. What do you hope for? What is the future?
I just, you know, it's just one of those things I disagree with. I think those are non-sexual acts. She says, then explain sex. Well, I can definitely explain what sex is. It's very simply, so look at all these people. Oh my gosh.
Wisdom do you seek?
Oh, this is where you turn in the shrouded coin. Oh,
Spirits
that's
bless your
cool.
path.
My God, look at all these people. So explain sex. So it's complicated. It's a very complicated topic. Is there a vendor? Like, I'm looking and I'm not stalling for time to explain how those acts are non-sexual, because they're not. And I think most people know that. And so I'm not stalling for time to come up with some insane explanation of how those are non-sexual. I'm just trying to find this vendor. Here we go. So I have to talk about this man named Friedrich Nietzsche. And he's very misunderstood. Let me see. So how many do I... Oh, I've got a lot. But the girlfriend says it's called sexual intercourse. You mean when you put your thing in a vagina or a butthole? Yeah, I think a lot of people think about it that way. Or even a mouth or throat. But I don't. I think what it is non-sexual intercourse. That's just my view on it. Let me see, but I'm going to explain it.
You seek.
There's so many cool things I could get, but I don't know if I want to get it from the time from the
of hope and learned of the path of the red crane. May it guide your footsteps through time.
I don't know if I want to do the Mist of Pandaria. If they have a pet though. Oh, they do. Oh. But what's this one look like? Oh my God. But don't I have something that looks like that already? The Spirit of Competition, what does that look like? Oh, and I also got this bronze celebration box. Oh, cool. Oh, 620 or 662. I started to say 26. Let me see.
When my journey began, I was reckless.
But what does the Spirit of Competition look like?
Tiger taught me control. My hatred, anger, and violence were vanquished.
Spirit? I'm on the wrong thing.
Strength
It's supposed to be the
is
pet
far
journal.
more
Spirit?
than simple physical prowess. When you are
SPIRIT.
truly tested,
I knew I could spell
will
it.
you be able to tell
But
the
why don't I
difference
have it?
between strength and power?
Because it's a special pet that you got for like a really long time ago anniversary thing, right? Competition? Wait, what? It's a feat of strength. I should have it. I don't understand. I got everything checked. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm freaking out right now because I'm supposed to have this. Spirit of Competition. Yeah. It's a pet. It's a dragon pet. Right here. And I remember getting this as clear as day. Like what? Why don't I have it? What the frick? Right, 2008. It was the 2008 Beijing Olympics or whatever.
You are strong. Stronger even than you realize.
Oh well.
Carry this thought with you into the
They don't even
darkness
show it as like not having it. But I'm spelling it right,
You
right?
have walked the
Let me
trail
look.
of strength and
Spirit?
learned of the path of the white tiger. May
The
you
girlfriend's
remember
telling me
this
to do
lesson
something here.
always.
Not that I listen to everything she says do or anything. I do not. So let me see. Frick, I'm gonna get a pet. I'm gonna get a pet. But what about this? Oh, that's ugly as all fuck. Why would anybody want that? And I'm sure nobody thinks that looks good. But wait, here's a toy? I'm getting toys because I'm more into collecting toys at this point. And she's always rushing me too, y'all. I can't ever look and do what I want to do. I can't look at things because she's always yanking my chain.
Long ago, the
Not that I'm
chain
wearing a
serpent
chain. That's a
instructed
metaphor.
me
That's a
to
fucking
purify
metaphor,
my
okay?
spirit and
Before
become
anybody even says anything.
my
I
doubts
actually just can't say anything at this point. Let me see. You see what I'm saying? You see, and y'all think I planned that out? Like y'all think I think about my words ahead of time? She says, I get you a chain.
Heroes, and in the choices you make. When faced
Let
with
me see.
overwhelming darkness, will you make the right
Okay, so I got one toy.
decisions?
That's good enough. Let's go see what she's doing. This Draenei with her cheeks out. Get out of here with your cheeks. Let me see. I just learned this toy. Where the frick is it at? I mean, I didn't learn it, but I got it. It's in here. How? My gosh, where is it? Here it is. Portable yak wash. Let me favorite it real quick, so I can find it later. Favorite? Okay. Oh, fly? I can't fly here? Oh, for Pete's sake. Let me get, and what? I have to go all the way around. Why do they do this? She's marking it on my map for me. Look at this shit. But anyway, so how can it be that when you do the thing with somebody else that it's non-sexual? Because there was this guy and he's like, he came up with this thing called perspectivism, and so basically it's Friedrich Nietzsche. And this was like, he thinks he's the person that coined this, but I was always on this shit, okay, before he ever put a word to it. And I just called it, that's your opinion. So I just think it's, when you put your cock in either a mouth, a vagina, or an ass, or some other thing, whether or not that's sexual, it's really just your opinion. And it's my opinion that that is not sexual. But that would mean that, so then what is sexual? Well, I just don't agree with the term sexual. I just don't think we need that term. That's just my opinion. Because I'm like of the level of innocence where she says, I told you it's a no-fly zone. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I was saying how innocent I am.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Oh, so they got like events over here for this. That's pretty cool. So they've done like a Timeless Isle event with this. So they're kind of bringing back the Timeless Isle a little bit.
You will be surrounded by foes greater than you can imagine. Your fortitude shall allow you to endure. Remember this in the times ahead. The trial of fortitude and learned of the path of the black.
So we're supposed to do something.
Bless your passage.
This looks really good. I always thought this back in Mist of Pandaria, that the skewered peanut chicken, because I think I've had peanut chicken before. But that's a weird thing, peanuts actually go pretty good with chicken. That's like a hulked out werewolf. It's some kind of, like, that actually reminds me of what's the guy from Arcane that I can't ever think of his name, but he didn't have 3 heads, he only had 1 head.
And instructed me to look inward, despite my visage of despair.
They made this peacock. Do you know why they made it so big? It's because they know, and it's like everybody knows, that peacocks are very obnoxious.
What do you hope
And
for? What is the future you seek?
that's why they made this larger than usual, because it shouldn't be this big.
Shines brightly, and and even more brightly when you work together to overcome. It will ever light your way in even the darkest of places.
You have walked the trial of hope and learned of the path of the red crane.
That was interesting, like nothing really happened.
Steps through time.
So, like, it seems like you used to have to fight them. But I can't really remember. I did mess with the Timeless Isle a bit. Oh, look, a celestial treasure box. What's in this? Oh, 83 gold. Not great, not terrible. Let me see. Oh, let me see about my yak washer, because I wanted to see what that did. Oh, I can only use it while mounted, so I guess I get on the yak.
When my journey began, I was reckless.
Or maybe I can do it on other stuff too. Let me try it on the
Taught me control. My hatred
let me try it on the fox.
and violence were vanquished.
Oh, well, of course it requires you to be riding a yak. So let's do the yak.
Prowess. When you are truly tested, will you be able to tell the difference?
You can't risk getting the grummels wet? What the fuck? So I mean,
Carry this thought with you.
I have to have a regular yak and not the transmog yak? Like, for fuck's sakes, just put more restrictions on the toys.
Learned of the path of the white
I didn't want to have fun anyway.
Remember this lesson always.
She's staring me down, the girlfriend. I'm trying to do... Why are you staring me down? I'm trying to be good. She says mines. Yeah. I'm trying to do something. There we go. It always takes me forever to find my noggin fogger. I wish they would just make two kinds of it already. Like, one kind that turns you into a skeleton and the other kind that makes you little. Like, why can't we do that? You know, just let me drink one potion. Sometimes I have to drink 20. Stop stomping me.
Purify my spirit and become one with the land. My doubts were vanquished.
Here comes a dragon. It's not going to do anything. She's telling me to hush. Very rude.
And in the choices you make, when faced with overwhelming darkness, will you make the trial? Your wisdom has seen you.
She says I got lots to say, but won't. Oh, that's good. You better keep your little mouth shut if you know what was good for you. She knows I'll spank her bottom.
May it ever light your way.
That's why she won't say. That's why she won't say what she wants to say. Oh my god. Oh my god. She said, "What you say, comrade?" Oh my gosh. That's terrible. I am not a comrade. She's trying to squish me. Dick cheese. What? Dick cheese. Oh my gosh. Tell her to hush. Hush, potty mouth. You better be quiet. You better be glad you saying that in party chat too. Cause this girl be saying some shit. She don't care where she's at. Be saying some shit. Standing in the middle of Stormwind, talking sexually. And just like a true pervert, cause she is a big ass pervert. Total pervert.
and sleet buffeting your skin.
Like, what was the goal with this? Was this just like to make the most boring event that was ever created? Is that what they were trying to do? Because if that was the goal, let me tell you, they got it. They nailed it.
Shall allow you to endure.
Oh, cool. We got an achievement for it, though. That's the least they could do. My goodness.
You have walked
That was like the most limp dick event I've ever seen in my whole life.
black ox
Oh, look at that. I snagged that ride. I got that hitchhike game strong. My hitchhike game is super strong. She thought she was going to juke me.
Welcome.
So oh. So some people farm these. I don't think this is a good thing to farm, like for gold, motes of harmony, unless you can do it in like, people do like, so I was talking about gold making earlier, and one of the big things people do now is like these 2x4 groups or whatever you call them, and they put it in the group finder and they get a druid and they do a bunch of starfall bullshit, and it's like, yeah, that ain't really for me. I got some transmog. We're gonna go swimming. We're going under the water. Oh, I can get rid of these guild macros now. I don't need them, because I ain't recruiting no more. Oh, we're gonna die. And I gotta go pee-pee, y'all. I'll be right back in just a sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I should have probably got another cup of coffee or a drink, because my ass gonna have to get up here in a little bit to go get something else. Probably time to switch off coffee, honestly. I feel a little saturated. I don't think it's gonna be like a 5-cup day today. I think it's gonna be, I think we're stopping at 4. Oh, I remember doing this. Yeah, the Siege of Org. Like, oh my gosh. This is one of them. I got ahead of the curve on this raid.
We adventure together again. Except this time, I am afraid the circumstances.
Trying to think what I was playing. I think I was playing a balanced druid, because that's what I played for many years. Like, I kind of just fell in love with druids.
As the water from the pools drains away.
I think it was the shapeshifting that sort of did it for me. And I remember being so happy when they got astral form for like Moonkin. I had never played Moonkin. I'd always played Feral. But when they got Glyph of Stars or whatever it is, that's when I first started trying Moonkin. And I was like, oh my god, what have I been doing without Moonfire?
Into the Valley of the Four Winds, created the most fertile farmland in the world. And now, the malignance of the old god has manifested.
But I still like Feral. But, you know, I don't play. All I play is my Evoker now, so... there's a good chance I will never play anything else. There's a really strong chance. Because, you know, it's one of those things, it's like, here's the thing about playing different classes. This is kind of where I'm at with it, and there's really no right way to think about it, so these are not facts, these are just opinions, personal experience. But when I was playing alts, I would just have so many, like, the ADD was terrible when I play alts. Like, I just can't get anything done on, you know, when I'm trying to play more than one character. So eventually I just said, you know what? It's just going to be one character. And I just tried to hard commit to that. And so far it's been totally fine. But here's the thing about it. So it's like, you always, when you're playing one class, right, and you see somebody else playing another, or you read something about it, or you see something about it on YouTube, it kind of, you know, you kind of start thinking, oh, that looks better. You know, that looks more fun. That'll be something different, and etc. And what I come to, where I'm at with it, is this old thing where people say, like, the grass is always greener on the other side. And so when I get that temptation, and I haven't really had the temptation in a long time at this point to like play an alt or do another character, but I kind of just think to myself, yeah, the grass is greener on the other side. She says kill the blacks. Okay, let's do it. How many times is this bad boy gonna split? So yeah, I just think to myself, like, that old thing, the grass is always greener, and that sort of just keeps me on the path. But what happened was, after not doing that for all these months, like, so I've been playing an Evoker and nothing but an Evoker, and that's been since basically, what? I'm trying to think. Dragonflight. Because that's when they come out, you know, you get the Drakthir. And so I made Nada, Nata, and she was on Dragonflight. And once TWW came out, I made Noda. And I played a Hunter for a little bit. But then I was like, then I came back to Noda. And I was like, you know what? I just ain't messing with all this anymore. Because I can't get anything done when I try to play alt. So I'd rather just have everything, try to have everything on one character at this point. And that's just been better for my ADD and everything, so. And it just so happens that Evoker is so much fun that I don't really find myself thinking about other classes and stuff anymore. So I'm gonna have to clean my bags out pretty soon. Oh, they won't let you skip. Okay, you can skip it. That's good. Yeah, I remember doing this. I remember this next boss. I think it's like the twins or whatever. Or it's like a council fight or something. Seems like. Yep. Rook. He and Son.
Not safe.
So much easier than when they have like a gimmick thing, right? Having to split the ball, splitting into a million times.
I have
Let me sell some shit.
wares.
Can it be? Oh no. No, no, no! The Golden Lotus? But they pledged their lives to defend this place.
But the only thing about Siege of Orgrimmar, it was a good raid for sure. But the problem with it was that we were stuck in this place for like, it was more than 6 months. And so it was great. Like, there's no raid, I promise y'all, there is no raid so good as to keep you in there for 6 months. So kind of helps to have like other interest in the game, you know, like doing other shit. But they've been better ever since that little blooper of the 6 months. But then again, then you had WoD, and WoD missed a whole fucking raid tier. So that was a fiasco, and they removed one of the best things ever, which was flying. And that was such a hard-headed, they even came out, so I remember like Ian came out, you know, Mr. Ian Fuzzy Koalas, he comes out and he makes a statement, you know, he's like, yeah, so we know that the majority of players want flying, but you know what? We're gonna do what we think is right over here. We're gonna fucking remove flying and gate the shit out of it. And it's like, let me just tell you how that worked out. That was not a smart move. And they stuck to their guns for the longest time. So, just some silly bullshit.
You wish to purge the corruption? Yes, please let us pass. Should you pass this door at this time, you would fail. You, all of you, are corrupted with the insidious plague known as pride.
I slapped my girlfriend across the face, y'all. I don't recommend doing that, but maybe every so often.
Should you wish to defeat the corruption, you will first need to purify the corruption within yourselves. Speak to me.
So yeah, I remember this boss, and I remember all this stuff. This was a good raid.
Very well. I will create a field to keep your corruption quarantined. Prove yourselves worthy, and I will let you pass.
So you gotta wait on the laser beam roleplay.
The light cleanses, but it is not gentle. Gird yourselves.
The light cleanses, but it's not gentle.
Judged and proving yourselves worthy. But be warned. What lies beyond will try your souls to their utmost. When you are fully...
So we have a first time chat. Hi, my name is Sir. We're just going to say, Sir, I'm new. Well, welcome to the chat, sir. Glad to have you. How are you? So this is the big ad phase.
Fragments must be
People would be messing this up, let me tell you. They'd be standing and stuff. They'd get ads on them. They wouldn't let the tanks do what they're supposed to do. And it was just, you know,
They did this.
crazy.
Have let them in. No, don't speak, friend. I will take you to the healers.
So many of these little goobers. Look at them. They look like little shadow boogers. I think that's what they really should have been
As
called.
long as you can.
Because I think that's what they are. Little shadow boogers. How many are they? I mean, my God. Like, way too many. Oh, I got some stuff. Okay, so we got...
It did not matter. It comes. Steal your hearts and prepare your souls.
So the raid would always say, yes, save your... Oh my God, I get knocked out. Say, save your cooldowns. There we go.
You're alive. I brought help.
Ooh, we got some chivis.
So Hellscream's arrogance unleashed the last of the Shah. I am not surprised.
Look here. He left his weapon behind.
Gore howl.
This means he's completely unhinged.
News to no one, Regent Lord.
He's definitely not unhinged.
As we speak.
Sir says, oh, I play
Sylvanas and I
Yakuza?
have both sent ships to support Vol'jin's revolution.
Yakuza, what is... That's a game? Let me see.
The Alliance is besieging the city.
Yakuza?
And we will destroy
Oh,
Hellscream.
okay.
Your people had best stay out of our way.
So this is what Sir's talking about right here, Yakuza. It's a video game franchise created, owned, published by Sega. It incorporates elements of action and... Oh, cool.
Orgrimmar begins.
And the girlfriend says schizo mode. Look, no. We both know, we both agree on this, that Garrosh did nothing wrong. And he probably was just maybe missed his meds a little bit that day. Oh, Yakuza has schizo mode. Oh, okay. Oh, am I supposed to go through this portal? Like, I see the girlfriend over here. Like, where in the world? Oh, she went downstairs.
The Alliance needs heroes like you more than... High King, I've brought reinforcements.
You heroes are a sight for sore eyes. Vol'jin's rebellion wasn't able to... We're taking power.
I can open a portal to the docks, large enough to get us...
So Yakuza is kind of like, let's see.
Do it. Once the area is clear, we'll make...
Okay, so this is an older game. This is like 05. And the girlfriend says, not my king, I didn't vote for you. Yeah. Varian's a wiener. Wait, so we go through this thing? We go through this portal? Oh yeah, I remember this. But let me get this up here.
Reinforcements to the docks.
So yeah, so we got... Huh? Let me read about this real quick because I'm trying to find out about Yakuza. So let me see. Because it's an '05 game. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now I remember seeing this game. Because this game kind of reminds me of like, gee, I'm trying to think of what the other one is. Something Dogs. I can't think of it. I can't think of the name. But yeah, there's another game that's similar to that. It might be a little bit newer. I'm trying to think. I can't think what it's called. Go blow some up, please. So she's probably talking about these bombs. She's giving me chores to do. Well, I can't do those for some reason. Like, I get the cogwheel, but I can't click. There we go. Oh, shit.
You think you have won? We are orcs, pure of blood, commanded by the greatest war chief who ever lived. Your blood will fill this bay.
Here comes the ships. Yeah, I remember people messing this up. I remember people messing this fight up, like going up the towers. I think you have to go up the towers. Like there's a group, like you send a melee group up the towers or something, and like you keep your ranged on the ground. It's some kind of shit. But I'll be honest, I don't remember that well. I probably won't yap on that too much.
Well done. Landing parties, form up. Footmen to the front.
The Dragon Maw are supporting the war chief.
Yes, my scouts learned all about this one. Warlord Zayla. Bring her proto-drake down, and the rest of the Dragon Maw will crumble.
We're going to need some serious firepower.
Commandeer those towers. Turn the anti-air batteries around and blast her from the sky. Some of you should stay behind.
I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick while we wait. I'll be back in just a minute.
And push them into the sea in the name of Hellscream and the True Horde.
Here they come. I've conjured a blizzard. Lead them into it. Help me!
Dragon Maw! Advance!
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Let's see. Go help the girlfriend. Well, maybe I stay at this tower. Because I remember, like, I think you split groups or something. I don't really remember exactly. But that's okay. You can kind of see the boss health bars here, so... Oh yeah, Varisa Windrunner was on this shit too, so...
Help me.
So I'll help out down here. Cause like you had somebody down here and then you had a tower group. Maybe you had 2 tower groups. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because you got Varian down here. You got Jaina. Oh, so maybe Varisa's up there. I don't know. I don't know. And what we do know is that these are the true villains of WoW. I mean, I made a whole video on it explaining that Varian and Jaina and Tyrion are basically evil. Look at this little dragon perps. Little dragon riders. Wait, they didn't even have riders, they just sent the dragons. That's very cruel. There's Serenity, says hello, afternoon, hope all is well. Yeah, it's a good day, Serenity. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? One thing though, Serenity, is I actually feel like I have a little less energy. Like I feel like I kind of ran out of energy a little early on, and like I'm kind of hoping for like a second win, because I had the yaps going a while ago. Like the yapper was in like overdrive, and I was telling this story about beekeeping, how I used to like keep some bees and stuff, and like, but I couldn't really turn it into anything. You know, I was kind of like breaking even, like selling honey. And so I told that whole thing. And then I was like, actually, you know what? I'm feeling kind of tired now, but I don't know. So well, maybe I go get me a drink or something and I'll feel better. Serenity says, hungry, deciding on what food to get. Oh. She says, every day brings different energy, all good. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that, because that's a good reminder. Yeah, it can't all be like yesterday where I streamed for 6.5 hours and I felt like the girlfriend says north. Okay. I'm watching. I'm here. Get that guy. But like yesterday, I went 6.5 hours and I was starting to feel like a little bit of low energy about halfway through, but I had some hamburger helper that I had made the day before, and I munched on that, and like after that, I got right back into it. Like I had good energy. Like just yapping like a little...
We've done it.
Like a little yapper, I don't know.
The bigger they are.
Let's see.
We'll hold the docks.
Oh yeah, we're getting like achievements galore. I'm getting left. Gotta catch up.
With Bolgen and his revolutionaries.
We'll see if he's managed to keep up his end of the bargain.
And yesterday I knew I was gonna run out of because here's something like I was talking about yesterday. Like, this is some bullshit. Let me tell you this. And you might already know it. But like, when you make hamburger helper, right, you get like a little box of it. And then you get your pound of hamburger meat, whatever. they call for a pound of hamburger meat in that one little box, but if you actually make it that way, it's really like you're just eating a big ass pile of meat. And I mean, that's fine, but like, you kind of want to stretch your meat out a little bit, you know, like,
You will not take Orgrimmar today.
I feel like it does a lot better if you get a pound of hamburger meat and then you use like 2 boxes. That's what I do. So I use like 2 boxes of the mix with 1 pound of hamburger meat, and you can do 3, of course, and that'll make that shit last like all week, like a full like 7-8 days or more. But then again, you know, by the end of that time, it's not as good. But so I use like 2 boxes. But anywho, I knew I was gonna run out, and so yesterday, I put a pot of chili beans on and had that cooking, and I actually made I actually cooked the beans, so the pinto beans, and so they were fresh. So I knew it was going to take like half a day, because sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 hours to like cook the beans or whatever. But I already had the meat brown and stuff. But anyway, so I had that last night because I knew I was going to run out of hamburger helper. I don't even know what the fuck. Where the fuck am I? Okay, so I'm supposed to be in here. Like I'm over here acting like I hadn't ever been in this place before. Oh. Yeah, Serena says hamburger helper slats, but small boxes for sure. Yeah. Yep. But those chili beans were good. The thing about like, a lot of times when I make chili beans, if I want to make them quick, you know, I'll use the beans out of a can or whatever. I'll use like several big cans and then just put with the meat and then the mix. But so I actually cooked the beans. So I had the dried pinto beans, and let me tell you how much better it is that way. Like, oh my God. And, but I also made like a little cake of cornbread to go with it. I made it kind of thin. Sometimes I make it like a big, I'll make it, and I don't cook that much, and I've been cooking a lot lately. But it's like I get in this sort of like, I cook for the holidays most of the time, but the rest of the time my ass is usually eating ramen. But I'm still in that energy, I guess, where like the girlfriend's on the throne. Look at her. But I'm still got like that. Oh. Let me sit. Let me, I'm not trying to bomb your picture, but I'm trying to make it better. Let me do this. Here we go. I'll take a picture too. Let me untarget so it's not messing up my head. Here we go. That's a good picture. Let me get out of her pic. In case she didn't want me in it, you know, she might not. Anyways, what was I telling you? Oh yeah, like, but I usually just cook for the holidays, but sometimes I start cooking for the holidays and it takes me a while to get out of that energy. So I've been cooking a little bit. Most of the time it's like ramen or whatever. And I was thinking like, you know, I was debating about whether or not to make the cornbread because, you know, it just takes time. It's just another thing to do. And sometimes I'll eat like, one thing I love with chili beans, so I'll put like a big handful of cheddar cheese in them and melt. And I'll eat like Fritos, you know, like regular corn chips. And you can take those and take a handful and put it in your bowl of chili, your chili beans with cheese. And let me tell you how good that shit is. Like, oh my God, that shit is just like, I mean, it's fit for a king. It's fit for a queen. It is just too good. But I made the cornbread, so I had that with it. But after this, I'll probably be back on that ramen jam. Because somebody gave me a bunch of ramen of this like I like spicy ramen and I like it really hot. So this is what I eat a lot of. It's the Samyang. There's two that I like. I actually have 3 different kind of ramen that I like. So Samyang black, ramen, and this is like so they have like several levels of heat.
Inside me. Many times.
Like I eat these, like these are super hot right here, and they just get hotter and hotter. But this is their more mild flavor. It's really good though. It's the I forget what they call it. It's the carbonaro, so it's the pink. But I eat these, and these are super hot. I can't eat them all the time. So let me see where she's going. Oh frick. I guess I go up this way now. Wait, that's the exit. I'm going the wrong way. Maybe it's down here. Okay, I think we found her. Just follow the fucking bodies. And Serenity says Buldak Carbonaro is the best. I got like 3 packs of it still. Yeah, that shit is good. Like, that is good eating. And you know, like, you can get the sauce too. One time what I did was to save some money. Like, I did this one time. Like, I got like the 3 sauce pack off Amazon. So they had like the black, they had the 2X, and they had the carbonara sauce. And I just paired that with like some cheap, like a big box of ramen from like Walmart or whatever, like the frick, what's it called? The Maruchan or whatever. So you get like that huge box with like, it's like 12 packs. It's a bunch of packs in it, right? And I was actually just taking that and like not putting their spice pack in it. Like I'd make it on the stove and then just not put their spice, but then put like the sauce that I got from Amazon. And that's like a little cheaper way to do it, but obviously it's not quite as good though. But the sauce tastes the same, just like what you get in the when you get like the packs. But yeah, like somebody my friend knows that I love Samyang noodles. Like, what in the fuck is happening here? Kill them. Like, Jesus, I was about to have a seizure looking at that shit. Anyway. But, like, my friends, so they got me... So there's, like, what, 5 in a pack of those Samyang noodles. You get 5 single packs and 1 big pack or whatever. And they got me like all total. It was like they gave me this huge box. I didn't know what they had got me. And so I didn't know what they got me because it was in a huge box. And it was heavy. And basically they got me 6 bags of that Buldak Black. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna be living off of this. And but yeah, I just love ramen.
Grim has failed us.
I love ramen, and what else do I eat a lot of? I make stuff like, when I do cook, I'll tend to make stuff like spaghetti. Stuff that I can like use hamburger meat and like stretch it out a little bit. stuff that'll like last a whole week or whatever. Chili beans. Yeah. Then I go out with friends, but I hadn't been out much. Like me and the friends sort of took a break since the holidays. So it's been like a couple weeks since I've been out to with the friends. So but the thing about the Buldak Black is that they kind of are like a little tough on the tummy, if I'm being honest. They can be a little tough on the tummy, like oh my goodness. But sometimes when I make ramen, I'll go like all the way. Let me tell you something that's like super, like this is a hack. This can make ramen like, it can take it from like being a little basic to like just taking it like to the whole fucking next level. Like, I hadn't done this in a while, but sometimes I'll make like a couple fried eggs. And if you like Spam, because your girl over here loves fucking Spam, let me tell you. And I'll put the ramen on, or I'll make like a couple fried eggs or whatever, and then I'll put the ramen on and have that going, and I'll put like a couple big slices of Spam in the air fryer and get it like kind of crispy, and I'll have that all together. Like I'll put the eggs on top of the ramen and have the Spam on the side. Like, oh my god, like just too good. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because I'm making myself hungry is what I'm doing.
In the city streets.
I need to shut up, because your girl's about to have to get a snack.
Our lives are holy, but Vol'jin's rebels are taking a beating.
I can't loot anything else. Let me see. I can't mount up either.
Push for this compound. They're not giving up.
We'll post up here with some troops.
I'll let my bags get fucked.
And see if you can flush Garrosh out of hiding.
Greetings.
Serenity says full on meal right there. Yeah. Finally ordered food. Takes a moment because deliver apps are wild expensive. Oh shit, I got locked out. No, I didn't. I can go through there. Yeah, like they be charging out the damn wazoo. Like you be like, I do DoorDash sometimes, but I try not to do it too much because they be charging my ass the same thing I'm paying for the damn food, you know. And like a girl over here trying to pinch these pennies.
Establish a perimeter.
But also sometimes your girl don't feel like fixing herself up to go to town either.
Oh, hello, friends. We've just about secured the surface. Looks like the real fight's going to be down here. Don't worry, we've got your back. Forge ahead, brave heroes!
That was a fun ride. Heroes, I salute you.
Let me
There's
skip
something right
this.
foul in these chambers.
All right, Shanna, you're up.
Huh. Oh, I remember this. The fucking crawler mines.
Looks like I'm in the market for a new assistant.
Like, people used to die to crawler mines all the time. Let me see if I can get over there. Here we go. This fight was so aggravating back in the day because he's like doing this shit that like pushes you across the floor and you're trying to do DPS. Like this was a melee fight right here. Cause I remember doing this on Moonkin and like Lord have mercy. Like you couldn't hard cast, it was tough. Like right at the start of the fight you could, but as soon as he got like phase 2 or whatever it was, he starts blowing your ass all around. This is something I noticed the other day, Serenity. Like on when you're in dragon form, you lose a lot of voice emotes. Like things that normally make a sound, they won't make a sound, and I'm like, I'm so sad. I don't think you can even like LOL. See, it doesn't make a sound. But if I'm in, you know, my visage form or whatever, you know, I can laugh. But they should have gave her a voice, you know. It should have been like a little bit raspy on that. But what about jokes, though? And see, no joke either. No voice lines, nothing. Yeah. Serenity says, we as dragons deserve better. She says there's a little bug with emotes too. And this is what I'm trying to tell them. You know, I called them the other day. I said, look, I'm the goddamn dragon queen, bitch. And they said, look, they connected me to the legal department. And I hung up the phone. And, but, yeah, we deserve better. Like, oh my God. But there's people, Serenity, there's so much bullshit out there with this propaganda, this anti-dragon propaganda. People calling us lizards, you know, calling us disrespecting our good names. And I'm so tired of it. And every single person that calls me a lizard, I'm writing that shit down in Notepad. Because I'm going to have my revenge. Ooh, I remember this fight too. Look at all this happy horse shit. Get the hell out of here. This was like a little, I remember doing this fight because I was alt swapping all the time back in the day. I remember doing this as a demon, a destruction warlock. Serenity says, we are more than lizards. We are magical gods, for crying out loud. Damn right we are. Fuck yeah. These people are fucking tripping, Serenity. We'll have our day. Don't worry. When I come into my throne, we'll fucking have our day. It won't be long either. Get rid of fucking Alexstrasza. That's the problem. Alexstrasza is a prostitute. She's a slut muffin. She's a slut puppy. She's a usurper is really what she is. And she's fucking got it coming. Because when I take my throne back, all this shit's gonna stop. That's just a little bit of real talk there. Oh, look at that. Now that's a cool looking little animation, like the swirling flowers. But I'm pretty sure like that's a trick because they're pretty and you'd want to stand in them, but I don't think you should. See, they put that to trick people like me that like pretty things.
System reset. Module 1 at 50%. Hey, system reset requires 2 modules to complete.
Oh shit. I'm supposed to there. She had the rope. I guess I have to stay down here. Trying to see how to get out. Oh, here it comes. It just takes its sweet ass time is what it does, really. Oh my. That hook is going right through me. I know I'm supposed to be down there, but like getting down there's a whole nother thing. Oh, there's the rope over here. Oh, it's a chain. It's not a rope, Natalie. What the fuck are you talking about? Basically the same thing, really. Just a minor detail. So when this gets to 50, I think it's over. So like 1 second. Oh no, we have to wait all that time. We have to wait like a solid minute or something. Oh, we have to break the crates.
Module 1's all prepared for system reset.
Yeah, don't mind me, just breaking all the crates, you know. Wonder what happens if I stand in that. I think like if you stood in it, you get swapped with the other person standing in it. I can't remember what you're supposed to do though. Look at all these sparks. What the heck is all this about? Get this shit out of here. So I can click on this. The little stone boys perpetrating. Oh right, and there was like, I remember like there was a whole order, like the raid leader was wanting us to break these boxes in, and you'd have people just running around breaking all the damn boxes and stuff like they didn't know what the fuck was going on. And you wind up with like a room full of shit that was just killing everybody. Like why, you know, they should just make a button on these old fights that you can press that just kind of complete the thing for you. Like why the fuck we got to do all this? I'm coming, sweetheart. Ooh, little tornadoes. Look at that. Wow. Just a cute little tornado. And what the hell does he think he's doing? Casting tornadoes. That's... Oh shit, what the heck? I'm a bomb? Should I run at my girlfriend with this? Is this what I'm supposed to do with it? Like just because anytime, you know, you get a good bomb on you, you like take it to your girlfriend, let her, here babe, here's the bomb. Here's the bomb I got you. Come here. Don't you want to see the bomb? So I think we did it right. Like what the fuck? please don't tell me that, like, there's more to do here. Like, my God. Oh, I can go up on this one.
Security system deactivated. Welcome back, Siege.
Like, just give us the loot, for fuck's sake. Why?
And don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And hopefully I get all this in the mailbox. I mean, the postmaster already has my mailbox full of shit I don't want or need. You know, like gray seashells and shit. Seashells and like fucking Murloc, dilapidated Murloc assholes and everything else. So I don't know why he thinks I need that, but you know, it's probably for like my Murloc asshole collection I got going. I don't know how he knows about that though. You know, she's a warrior. They don't give warriors like movement speed increasing abilities because they're...
I'm the shot caller. Get that thing under control.
Because they're wearing plate armor. People don't think about it. Because people are always saying, like, why are paladins fucking handicapped? Y'all seen, like, the emotes? Y'all seen, like, the fucking gifs or whatever with paladins in a wheelchair and shit? And it's like a roleplay thing that Blizzard still has stuck in their head about, like, warriors wearing plate armor and paladins wearing plate armor, so they shouldn't be moving so fast. But people forget about that, and they're like, why the fuck? I need more movement speed. It's like, you're wearing plate armor. Like, people, like, I don't know if y'all know, but like, you know, knights in shining heavy plate armor, they're not out there doing fucking cartwheels and shit. I mean, they're also not out there running around like fucking Usain Bolt. They're not like setting fucking land speed records and shit. You know, that's just a tidbit. But yeah, that's why the girlfriend's a slowpoke. She can't go as fast as me because I'm a little lily lizard and I can go a lot faster than her. Also, she's a goober. And she's not saying anything because she just don't want this smoke. That's why she's being so quiet. So yeah, this will all be a bunch of shit. Like, it'll be 50 pages of fucking mail from the postmaster. So that was Thok. And they used to call him, a lot of people don't know this, but they used to call him Thok the Thought because he was a bit of a slut muffin himself. So it's a pretty nice little jog. It's a pretty good little jog to get back here. And I think we go through this door. The girlfriend's she's already headed that way. Excuse me. Get out of here. Fucking jacked insects. Why the fuck they put jacked insects? I'll never understand it. Like, I know one thing, like, I don't like insects to start with, but when you make them fucking huge and you make them jacked and you give them swords, I like them even less. Surprise, surprise. It just ain't, what I would say is it just ain't right. It ain't right. Look at there. Gate Crasher, Sabha, whatever the fuck.
We made it this far? I told you the others needed some microsonic genetic alterations.
Yeah. That's kind of what I sound like after I yap for a few hours. I think that's like kind of how I imagine myself talking. It's probably not far off.
It matters not. The old one will not suffer their
I mean, I'll be honest though. I think this guy right here, Kaztik. See, both of these boys kind of sound like that. Like they've been smoking like 3 or 4 packs a day for like the last 15 years or something. They got that real strong smoker's voice. And that's how you sound. I mean, if you get out there on them cigarettes and you go hard on them, like this is what you sound like in a decade or two.
children of the Titans. You face the Paragons.
Yeah. That's the fucking Marlboro man up there.
New test subjects. Perhaps avenge me, brother. You move too slow. You now face the prize. Hey, how about the gate? Calculations incorrect.
When he said "you now face," that song popped in my head. One of my favorite WoW songs. You face Jiraxxus. Might have to watch that in just a minute. Let me pull it on YouTube. Probably get my ass another copyright thing. Bullshit. You face. There it is. Let me catch up with the girlfriend. I can catch up with her pretty easy because she's slowpoke. Some more shadow boogers. That's what these things really are. Like it dawned on me. Like we were messing around, you know, we were killing another boss, and this is a fucking shadow booger. Like this is an old god picked its nose and like flicked it. That's what the fuck happened. 100%. Hard facts on the ground.
Do you remember nothing of honor, of glory?
There he is, babe. He's magnificent, isn't he? This is a good time to do a bit of worship. Let me pray. Don't kill him yet, babe. I gotta pray. We pray to the god of the garage. He's the only person in WoW that ever did anything good and righteous. Praise his holy name.
And speak for none but yourself.
Elevate. This man is just a elevated. He's like God level. No, they did this man wrong. They did him wrong.
You have forced my hand. I will correct the mistake I made.
Let's exterminate the Worgans. Yes, kill all Worgans. Kill all Worgans. And when I'm the queen, when I get my throne back, we will do that, baby. We will kill in this man's name.
twisted and tortured.
We'll be rolling down Rodeo with a shotgun.
They cannot hear you now.
That's what we'll be doing. We will bathe the whole kingdom in flame.
Never powerless.
Cute dragon girl flame.
Never alone. So you wish to.
And this is a throne. This is what a throne's supposed to look like. Like, this is beautiful. And look at this pussy. Look at this blue-eyed pussy. This is what he is, Thrall. Kill him. Get him out of the game. Like, the Horde deserve better. Azeroth deserves better. It ain't right. He's just washed up. Look at him wearing his pearl necklace.
I can see it now. I can see the future of this world.
They should make those pearl colors so people understand that he was, you know. Oh shit.
Calls to you.
God, how many times I did this fight. How many times your girl got ahead of the curve on this. Oh, how many times did I do this fight? Like, it was like 3-4 hours a night just banging our head on this. This fight took, back in the day, this fight, a good attempt, our first kill attempt on this, the first time we killed him, it took a solid 30 minutes. I think it was 33 minutes or something like that. So it was just pull after pull after pull after pull. Like, it was just ungodly, the time we spent on this. This was definitely one of the hardest fights.
Shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood, and I will.
Drive by. It's my little dragon drive by. The girlfriend says the Loa man have shown me that I rule the Horde. Yeah.
You have won. You are blind. I will force your eyes open.
See, this is Garrosh. So that was, we saw Garrosh before the horse meat, and then he got on that horse meat. He got on that elk meat. You know. So this is post horse meat right here.
This world is my destiny.
Look, baby, isn't it sad? This is the saddest part of the whole game right here. How they did this man. It's bad. He's just a beautiful man. Look at him. My goodness. Portal to reality. So at least this never happened, right? Because if we're going back to reality, this was like all make-believe. So luckily this never happened. Skip to cinematic. It's too sad to watch. That's why I'm not going to watch it.
The line of Stormwind's kings has been.
What's next for the Alliance? This is the False King. This is terrible. From here on forward, the Alliance will be proactive. Yeah. Never again can there be another the likes of Hellscream. And you know, I just wish Varian's dad would have wore a condom. That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm gonna leave it. The man should have wore a condom. You gonna get some pics on the throne? The Rift of Corruption. Hearth back to Stormwind, probably. Yep. Oi. Bippity bop. Oh. Oi. Let me stretch. My God. Oh, I gotta get a new chair. This thing is terrible. Like, don't ever, like, God, don't ever buy a $100 chair from Amazon, because it's just not good for the booty. Wait a minute. She had a fast load screen today. I don't know. Normally she has like the slow load screen. Get to the throne. She's in the trade district. I'm gonna head over here to the throne. Oh my gosh, I see perpetrators. There's Vol. Vol says, I'm back. Welcome back, Vol. I was pulled off to RP. Oh my gosh. Say it ain't so. Not the RP. Ugh. Me and the girlfriend's been doing some stuff, some Pandaria stuff. And we just got back to Stormwind. We killed Garrosh, which is a very terrible thing to do, because he's a very righteous man and very misunderstood, and they did him wrong, and we're very upset. But at the end of the raid, at least they made it like, they basically made it where it didn't happen, because they give you this reality portal, so you didn't actually kill him, so you click the portal to go back to reality. And so we were happy to know that he's probably still living. Oh my gosh, what? A tendril of drool runs down Nasuna's lip? Baby, what's happening? Oh my goodness. She's zooming right now. I can see that she's zooming. If we look at the map, she'll be going around in circles. Yep, she's got the zoomies. Oh. Oh my God, she's Are you putting that yak cock in my mouth? What are you doing? My God. Get that nasty yak out of here. Cat washed it. Look at it. The whole bottom of it's covered in mud. You see that? It's dirty. It's a dirty yak. What? Oh my God. This is a... She says no, but mine can go in there. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And she's joking about that, of course. She's totally joking about that. I'll just clarify that, because she didn't clarify that. She said, I'm not joking about the strap. And then she does this shit so she can log out and get like the last word or whatever. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lanta. I wish I could see, this is something I can never do no matter how hard I try. I've been trying for like the last 10 years or something to replace my usage of oh my God with oh my Lanta. And I haven't been able to do it. I always say oh my God, and then I remember and I'm like, oh my Lanta. The girlfriend says, I'm gonna rest a little. Okay, babe. That sounds good to me. That actually sounds good to me too. I think I might do the same thing because I've been going for like 3 hours, and yesterday I went for 6.5. And so there's some things I need to do that I didn't get done yesterday. I got some things done yesterday. Like I got a little bit of work done, but it was late when I got off the game. So I got like some stuff done. I got some cleaning done. Like I got my bathrooms cleaned up good. Bleached them out, did all that stuff. But there's still some other things that needs doing. And so I think I'll probably have like a little shorter stream today. I don't think I'm going to do the reacts today. I think I'm going to skip them. And I think probably why I had a little bit less energy on the stream today was because I went for 6.5 hours yesterday. And so like my energy balance is just a little bit off. And plus I think like having to mess with Marvel Rivals this morning kind of takes it out of me, because I got on Marvel Rivals and like it was lagging again, and I spent all that time. I spent some time this morning like getting new drivers, downloading that, and still just have trouble with that game. So it's weird because the first time I ever played it, it was really smooth, and they've done something to it. So I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, so I had to get the drivers. I was doing some stuff this morning, and I had a little bit later start. Like I think I was around 10:40, and I normally try to get on before 10:30. But anywho, so yeah, I think I'm gonna wind us down. And I'm just gonna say, thank you for everybody that come out, everybody that chatted, my lurkers too. If you lurked, I appreciate you. I love you too. But yeah, Serenity, appreciate you coming by and chatting, and Vol, and the girlfriend, of course. Thank you. And anybody I'm forgetting to mention by name, I do apologize. But yeah, so tomorrow, I look forward to being back on, probably between, hopefully it won't be a late start tomorrow, because I'm not going to be fiddling with bullshit tomorrow. So probably between... And Vol says, have a nice rest of your day. You too, Vol. And so I'll be on tomorrow, probably between 10 and 10:30 a.m. as usual. But yeah, other than that, everybody, y'all just have a really good rest of your day. Wait a second, the girlfriend says I changed my mind. What you change your mind about, babe? Oh, she's coming back online. But I am going to go ahead and keep winding us down here. But so the thing I was going to say is, yeah, everybody just have a good rest of your day. Until next time, bye-bye.